Hello guys, welcome back. Today I'll be teaching us how to make a corset top, that is a corset blouse. So guys, I want you to really understand something about this particular topic. This is a very special topic for you. So if you're actually watching this topic now, just know that you're a special person to me. So I want you to make sure you pay attention to each and every detail here. So thank you and may God bless you. So as you can see, we have our measurement here. Are you seeing it? So the shoulder is 14 inches, the bust length is 10 inches, while the round bust is 36 inches. The under bust length is 13 inches, while the round bust is 30 inches. The waist length is 16 inches, while the round waist is 29 inches. And if you notice, I also wrote something like 17 here. I will tell us the reason. This is just an extra 1 inch added to the 16. Okay, now as you can see, the top length is 25 inches here. Then the blouse hip, that is circumference of where the blouse stopped, is 38 inches. Then the bust span, that is the nipple to nipple, is 7.5 inches. We are actually Ceefashion Academy, so make sure you enjoy this video. But please, before I start, I want you to make sure you click on the like button, click on the subscribe button. Please, the more you like this video, the more others get to see this video and watch it. And also guys, I want to let you know something. Please, if you can actually support us financially, please, that would be very, like, I will really appreciate it, because it actually helps us in acquiring more gear so that we can be making videos for you guys steadily every day. Thanks and may God bless you. Okay guys, so the first thing you do whenever you want to cut anything, so this is not just a matter of corset. Whenever you want to cut anything, the first thing you actually do is to fold your fabric. Do you understand? So how are we actually going to fold this fabric? Okay, we are going to be folding with the highest circumference. In this case, the highest circumference is the round, the blouse hip. Are you seeing it? 38 inches. So now 38 inches divided by 4, which is actually going to be giving us 9.5. Then add extra 5 inches to it. This 5 inches is just the body allowance plus every allowance that you're going to need on the blouse. Then 9.5 plus 5, which is going to be giving us 14.5. So that means we are going to be folding out 14.5. Okay, look at it. Look at what I mean. When you fold it out, are you seeing it? Make it 14.5. But as you can see, this is not up to 14.5. I'm not actually going to stress myself on it. Do you know why? Because whenever we are making a corset, we usually use a pattern paper. When you double this, it's more like wasting your material. So you can actually keep it like this. Are you seeing it? You can actually keep it like this. Work with it like this. Look at it. So when you finish drafting it out, you just take it, place it on your material and they cut, thereby adding extra half inch allowance on all sides of the pattern paper. Do you understand? So that is it. So what did I actually do? The highest circumference, which is the blouse hip, 38 divided by 4 plus extra 5 inches, which is going to give us 14.5. So take your pattern paper and mark out 14.5 inches. Okay. Please, I also want to let you know that the 14.5 inches is not the only measurement we are to consider. You're also supposed to consider the blouse length. Please, you must consider the blouse length. Okay, so now look at it. When you are done marking it out, all you have to do is to use your rule and they connect. Are you seeing it? Use your rule and they connect. The length of the blouse is 25 inches. Are you seeing it? Length of the blouse is 25 inches. So you can also add extra body allowance for the length of the blouse, which can be 26 inches. So now look at it. Why are we doing this thing? It's just for us to be sure that the material which we have folded, or the pattern paper which we have folded, is going to be enough for us. Do you understand? So as you can see, this is actually more than 26. So that means we are good to go. Okay guys, so let's continue. So if you like, you can take your scissors, cut it off from here. Are you seeing it? Okay, so after folding your pattern paper, next thing you are going to do is to mark out the measurement points. Now, what I mean by measurement points, these are the vertical measurement. That is from the shoulder to the bust point, from the shoulder to the under bust point, from the shoulder to the waist length, from the shoulder to the blouse length and the allowance. So these are the lines which we are going to be marking out. So let's do that. From shoulder to the bust length, which is 10 inches. Are you seeing it? Look at it, which is 10 inches. Please, there's something else I want you to do. Take your tape and place and mark 10 inches again. Now, why are we actually doing this? we are doing this in order to get a straight line whenever we rule. Are you seeing it? Okay, in a situation whereby you did not mark it twice, you might end up ruling something like this. Are you seeing it? Thereby the line will be slanted. So this is the reason why we mark both sides. Do you understand? Okay, so next thing we're actually going to do now is to mark out the under bust length. The under bust length, which is 13 inches. Are you seeing it? Then let's mark out the waist length. Remember what we did here? The original waist length is 16. I actually added extra 1 inch to it, making it 17. This is in a situation when we are going to be sewing it. We need this extra 1 inch. So look at it, 17 inches. Now the blouse length, which is 25 inches. Are you seeing it? You can add extra 1 inch to it. So please do the same thing here in order to achieve all the measurement points. Look at it, 17 inches, 13 inches, 25 inches, and then 26. So next thing you need to do is to take your rule and then connect. Okay guys, so this is actually the shoulder, this is the bust length, this is the under bust length, this is the waist length, and this is the blouse length. Then this one is the allowance, extra allowance. Okay, so next thing that we are still going to be doing now, please, we are not done with the vertical measurement. There's still another measurement that we need, and which is called the upper bust. This is very, very important. Now the upper bust, the easiest way of getting the upper bust is whatever you have, distance you have from here to here. Are you seeing what we have is 3 from the bust to the under bust? All you have to do is to place it like this again. Are you seeing it? From the bust upwards 3 inches again. Are you seeing it? In a situation where you have from here to here 3.5, your upper bust is also going to be from here to here 3.5. Okay, so now look at it, 3 inches, as you can see. Okay, now we are going to be rolling it, but there's something I want us to do. I'm not going to be rolling it so straight. I'm going to be rolling it like a dash. You understand? Just to differentiate that this is the upper bust. Okay, so this is the upper bust. Upper bust. Okay, so as you can see, we are done marking out the measurement points. So next thing we are going to be doing now, remember, drafting a corset bustier is just the same thing as drafting with your normal bodice. Do you understand? So this is just the same process when we are drafting a normal bodice. So next thing I want us to do now is to construct the shoulder and the armhole, which I know that all of you know. So if you don't really know how to do that, make sure you go and watch other of my videos. Although I'm still going to be treating that here. Do you understand? So make sure you watch and learn. Okay, so now the shoulder, which is 14 inches, you divide it by 2. What you get is 7 inches plus extra ½ inch allowance, which is going to be giving us 7.5, as you can see. Now look at it, mark it out into 2 again. Look at it, please. Are you seeing it? Okay, so we have gotten it, so that when we are going to be ruling with our stretch rule, are you seeing it's going to be equal? So now you have done that. Next thing we are going to be doing is, look at it. From here, shoulder slope. Let's apply the shoulder slope. Shoulder slope from here to here for female usually 1 inch. Are you seeing it? From ½ inch to 1 inch. Now there's something I call the standard neck width. The standard neck is more like where the shoulder starts slanting from the neck. Do you understand? So when I say the standard is usually 3 inches, that is what I use. Are you seeing it? So this is where the shoulder starts slanting. That is why we call it the shoulder slope. So from there, put your rule and there, connect. As you can see, it's getting, it's looking nice. So next thing we are going to be doing now is the armhole length. Do you understand? Like I've told you, the easiest way for you to get your armhole length is whatever you have here, your shoulder plus extra ½ inch allowance. Are you seeing it? The shoulder is 14 divided by 2 is 7 plus extra ½ inch is 7.5. Please take it down here, 7.5, excluding the 1 inch above. Are you seeing it? From the slanted point, mark out 7.5. Okay, are you seeing it? So next thing you need to do is to use your rule and they connect to the 7.5. Okay, so next thing we are going to be doing is on this 7.5, take your rule and they draft a horizontal. This is for the formation of the armhole. Now, in order for us to form this armhole, look at what we are going to be doing. From here, diagonally mark out 1 inch. Are you seeing it? This is what we usually do. diagonally mark out 1 inch. Are you saying it? Okay, so the next thing we are still going to be doing is let's get the middle part of the armhole length. So this armhole length is 7.5. 7.5 divided by 2 is going to give us 3 3/4. So this is actually the middle part. So in order for us to draft the armhole curve, now look at how we are going to be doing it. Please, I'm going to be making use of my broomstick. I love using broomstick a lot because it's so flexible. It can give you any shape. Do you understand? But you can also make use of your pattern drafting sets. Do you understand? Pattern drafting rules, and you can make use of freehand, your hand. So as you can see, look at what I'm connecting. I'm connecting from this point down to this point, then down to this particular point. Are you seeing it? Now look at it. It's going to give me a very perfect curve. As you can see, look at it. It's very nice. Now there's something else I want you to apply, guys. I want you to apply what we call the armhole effect. Now this armhole effect actually helps. Like, let me give you for example. Sometimes when you see somebody wearing a dress, you notice that the armhole region stroke the shoulder region is so rumpled and it's not looking nice. So what usually happens at that point is that when they were making the clothes, they did not really apply the armhole effect very well, and they did not slope the shoulder very well. Do you understand? So that's why you must observe all these things. So in order to apply this armhole effect, because it actually helps to reduce all those folds and rumplings, in order to apply it, all you have to do is, as you can see, from the middle part here, step in, or whichever one you want to call it. Look at it from here, step in with 3/4 inch. Are you seeing it? You can actually use half or 3/4. So I'm using 3/4, which is the same thing as 0.75. So now you have this point, you have this point, and you have this point. The next thing you have to do is, look at it, guys, connect. I'm still making use of my broomstick. Now connect all these 3 points which I actually mentioned now. Connect them. Okay, so you can see. Okay, so as you can see, I've connected it. Now we are done with the armhole. Next thing we are going to be doing now is the neck. Please, I want you to know that all this neck and armhole I'm doing is not like, as you can see, look at the picture of the dress we are making. It doesn't necessarily need this upper part, but I just want you guys to know how to do it. So in a situation whereby you need a yoke on your dress, do you understand? So as for you to know how to draft this part. Okay, so the neck, let's say the neck width, which I'm going to be using, is 4.5. And let's say it's going to be a canoe neck. Do you understand? 4.5. So make sure you mark out 4.5 again. You guys know that canoe neck is usually wide. Okay, and it doesn't usually come down like that. So next thing we are going to be doing is, let's mark out the neck depth, which is 4 inches. That's what we usually use for canoe necks. So take your rule and they connect in order to form the neck block. As you can see, this is actually the neck block. So in order for you to apply the neck curve, all you have to do is from here, remember what we used here, from here to here, we use 1 inch in order to apply curve. Are you seeing it? But please, for canoe necks, we usually use 1.5 to 2 inches depending on the type of neck. Do you understand? If you're making a canoe neck, 1.5 to 2 inches. As you can see, from here is 1.5, diagonally mark 1.5. Are you seeing it? But please, if you're making a normal round neck, it is still the same thing as 1 inch here. Okay, so after you are done, next thing you need to do is to use your broomstick and they connect. Look at it. Nicely done. Are you seeing it? So now we are done drafting the neck and the armhole. So let's move straight to the corset bustier, drafting the bustier itself. The corset, the major topic in the major topic. Okay. So next thing we have to do is say the bust apart, which is also called the bust span. Let's apply it here. Now, how do you know the bust span? So you can see we have it here. This is 7.5 for a bust of 36 inches. Please, I also have this chart. Please, in fact, as I'll be posting this video, I'll be posting this chart too. So go to the description box and check it out. Please, I want you to make sure you like this video. It is very, very important for us. Like this video, make sure you subscribe. Thanks and may God bless you. Okay, so for a bust of 36 inches, the bust span, that is the nipple to nipple, that is distance from the left nipple to the right nipple, or distance from the right nipple to the left nipple, is 7.5 inches. Now look at it. This 7.5, you are going to divide it by 2. 7.5 divided by 2, what are you going to get? That is 3 3/4. Are you seeing it? Okay, so from the bust point, are you seeing it? No, let's say from the upper chest. Now look at it. Mark 3 3/4, mark the same thing to the bust point. So do the same thing and go down. Look at it, guys. Go down go down to the length, 3 3/4, as you can see. Okay, now you are done. Next thing you are going to be doing is take your rule and they connect. Please make sure that all your connections are accurate. Okay, so guys, now we have connected. Next thing we are actually going to be doing now is to do what? Let's apply the dart. As you know that when making a bustier, like that is compulsory. Do you understand? Okay, so let's apply the dart now. So in order for you to apply the dart from the underbust, what we are going to be using is 1 inch. Now look at it, guys. From here is how many? 1 inch. From here is 1 inch. That is a total of 2 inches. Please do the same thing till you reach down. These darts can also be adjusted depending on the type of body you have or depending on your bust or your shape. But for now, all I want you to know is what? 1 inch, 1 inch. That is total of 2 inches. Okay, so next thing I want you to do is to connect with your rule like this. So you guys can see we are getting there. So when you are done connecting, next thing we are going to be doing, please look at it very well. So you can see it is at this point that this upper bust here, upper bust is going to be working. Now look at it. We have drafted, are you seeing it? 1 here, 1 here. Please do the same thing at the upper part. Do the same thing at the upper part. Look at it. 1 here and a 1 here. That is 2 inches. So next thing I want you to do, as you can see we are getting there. Next thing I want you to do is to form the bustier itself. Look at it. Place it like this. As you can see, you have this point, you have this point, and you have this point. All you have to do is to place your curve, rule curve, or whichever one you are using, or your free hand. Place it like this and they connect. Please do the same thing at this very side. So in order for me to position very well, please guys, I'm going to be turning it this way. Are you seeing it? So let me connect. Okay guys, as you can see we are getting there. So next thing we are going to be doing now is, please, I want you to understand something. Whenever you are forming a corset bustier, I want you to know one thing. I want you to know that there is, see, look at it. Let's say you need your cleavage to show. Do you understand? Let's say you need your cleavage to show. Like now, for example, this particular one, I want the cleavage to be showing small. So I think the distance from the neck to where the cleavage will be showing is 8.5 inches. Are you seeing it? Now let me mark out 8.5 inches. Look at it. 8.5 inches. In a situation where you don't want your cleavage to show, all you have to do is to go up. Are you seeing it? 8.5. So next thing we are going to be doing, there is a spacing in between corset bustier. That spacing is usually how many? Half inch. Now look at it. Mark out half inch. Are you seeing it, guys? Look at it. From here to here is 8.5. That is, I really want my cleavage to show a little bit. Then from here to here is half inch. So next thing we are going to be doing now is, look at it, guys. I'm going to be using my broomstick to connect like this. Look at it. Connect it to this particular one. Are you seeing it? Connect it like this. Okay, we are getting there. So next thing we are going to be doing, we need to also connect from here down to here. So how do you do it? Please do it with your broomstick or do with your French curve or whichever one you are going to be using. Please, all I want you to know is that it's not by having a broomstick or by having a French curve that will make you to get it perfectly well. You must know how to place it, please. You must know how to place. So make sure you watch this particular video that I'm actually doing now. I think you'll be able to understand the way of positioning it. We have connected this particular one. Look at it, we have formed this part. Are you seeing it? So this side is usually referred as the center up. This one is referred as the center down. Now look, we are not done with this particular point. So how do you get this particular part of the bustier? Look at it, guys. It's very simple. From here, remember from here. Now look, from here to here, that is the bust band. Are you seeing it? The bust band we use there is how many? 3 3/4. So all I want you to do is from here, go and mark from here to here 3 3/4. Are you seeing it? Mark it out. The next thing I want you to know is that don't just stop at this 3 3/4. Add extra 1 inch or half inch. Now the reason why you are doing this is because this part of the bustier is usually bigger than the center part. Do you understand? So that is why we are doing this. So next thing I want you to do is to use your rule and connect it directly straight all the way to the armhole. Are you seeing it? Okay. Then there is another thing we usually do from this armhole here, are you seeing it? Step down with 1/2 inch. Okay, that is where the corset bustier is going to land when we are connecting from here. Are you seeing it? So now we have gotten all this point. Next thing remaining for us is to use our curve and a connect. So let's connect, guys. Let's connect. Please make sure you connect very well. Make sure you connect very well. So next thing we are going to be doing, we are going to be connecting this side also. Are you seeing it? Connect up to this very point. Are you seeing it? But please, there's something I want to advise you. The reason why I'm connecting directly on this point is because I'm actually working on a tube blouse. Do you understand? So if you want to make use of this particular yoke, please don't connect to this point. Connect directly to this point. Are you seeing it? Look at what I mean. Connect directly to this point. Okay. But because I want to make a tube top, are you seeing it? So I'll be connecting down to this particular one. This is to aid the dress fit you around the armholes, so that it will not be making you very uncomfortable when you're wearing it. Okay, now guys, connect. Now look at it, guys. As you can see, we are done with the corset bustier on it. So as you can see, it's coming out very, very fine. Look at it. It's coming out very, very fine. So next thing we are going to do, let's impute the body circumference. Okay, so let's start from the bust. The bust is 36 inches, as you all know. So mark out that 36 inches divided by 4, which is going to be giving us 9 inches. Are you seeing it? Now add your body allowance, which I normally use 2 inches. If you want to use less, that is less for you. Okay. So next thing we are going to be doing is under bust. The under bust measurement. Look at it, guys. The under bust measurement, which is 30 inches divided by 4, is actually 7.5. Are you seeing it? Okay, now you also have to replace the dart. Now look at what we have here is 2 inches. So replace it so as to make sure that when you're working on this dress, you don't go looking for your allowance. Replace it, then replace back the 2 inches. Do you guys understand? That is the body allowance. Okay, so next thing we are going to be doing is, this is the blouse hip side. Are you seeing it from here? This is the blouse length. Now on this part, we are going to be imputing the round hip of the blouse. Okay, the round hip is 38 inches. So that's 8 divided by 4, which is 9.5. So now, replace back the 2 inches for the dart and also the 2 inches for the body allowance. As you can see. So now look at it. We have this point, we have this point, we have this point. Are you seeing it? We have this point, we have this point, and we have this point here with this point. So we are going to be connecting it, guys. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's connect it. Okay. So guys, I want you to remember that what we're actually doing is also a basque. Do you understand what I mean? A basque. You know what I mean by basque. Now look at what I mean by basque. Those corsets that used to be like this. Are you seeing it? They used to come out this way at the center. So now, look at it, guys. So next thing we are going to be doing now. Is we are going to be forming the basket. There's something I really want to teach you. So many, like I've seen so many people do work on this particular stuff. When they want to construct the basket, they usually like to cut it off, then use a sellotape and paste it and they gum it together before they cut it. Now the thing is that you mustn't do that way. You can also form the basket from this very moment. Do you understand? So, but whichever one you use is very, very okay. No one is actually wrong. So now in order to form the basket, look at what we are going to be doing, guys. Look at what we are going to be doing, guys. Okay, from the waist length, are you seeing it? The basket usually comes like this. Do you guys understand? Okay, so look at what I want us to do. Look at it. It's very simple. There are 2 ways in order for you to form this. First of all, the thickness of the basket, that is the down part. As you can see on your screen, the down part, I'm going to be using 2 inches. Are you seeing it? Look at it. 2 inches from here. Are you seeing it? Okay. Then look, I want you to look. From here to here is 2 inches. Okay. So from here to here is 2 inches. Are you seeing it? And from here to here is also 2 inches. Are you seeing it? Then from here, the waist to here is 2 inches. Now, do you know what I call this? I call it the magic 2 inches. Why do I call it the magic 2 inches? Because at the end of the day, this 2 inches is going to give me the basket. Do you understand? Look at it. From here to here is 2 inches. from here to here is 2 inches, from here to here is 2 inches, and from here to here is 2 inches. So let's form the basket, guys. Let's form it. We are going to be connecting from here down to here, and then also from here down to here. Let's do that. Now look at it. Connect this one like this. From here down to here. From here, I'm connecting in a curved manner like this. Okay guys, look at it. Are you seeing it? From here, connect down to this very 2 inches also. Are you seeing it? Okay. Now I know some of us might be confused. What did I actually do here? Now you will see what I mean. With this method, let me show you guys what I mean. When you sew this like this, now let me show you something. When you sew it together, both of them will automatically bond. Are you seeing it? When you sew it together, both of them will automatically bond. This is the best way of doing basket, even without putting a scissors on your dress. It is as simple as that. So guys, what next are we going to be doing now? Let's put scissors and they cut out. Okay guys, as you can see, I am actually done cutting out the front part. Are you seeing it? I'm actually done cutting out. Now look at it. This is the yoke part. So now what I want to let you know is that if you want to add a yoke to your own, this is actually a yoke. You use this and cut out your, whether your net, your tulle, your lace, or anything you want to use, and any material you want to use as your yoke, it will actually work. Do you understand? Okay, this is it. So please make sure you also label like I've labeled here. So this side is also side up, this side is also what? The side down. Now look at it. This one is center up, that is cup. This one is center down, CDN. This one is side up, that is sup. This one is side down. As you can see, look at it. So next thing we are going to be doing is that we are going to be cutting the back. And guys, please, I want you to remember something. Remember that when we are cutting the back is going to be having a lacing or a loop. So whichever one we want to use, that's what it's going to be having. So now let me show you guys something. Let me use my solo tape and show you guys something. Now look at it. As you can see, cutting the back part is as simple as ABC. All you have to do is to take your material, mark out your 2 inches for your zipper allowance. Are you seeing it? Mark out your 2 inches for your zipper allowance. Then take your material like this and place. Look at it, guys. Take it and they place. When you place it, you pin it down. Are you seeing it? You pin it down like this. Then next thing you need to do is to remember the back is not going to be stopping like this one in front. The back is going to be stopping here. Do you understand? Okay, that is also the reason why we extended it from 16 inches to 17 inches. That is the major reason. So now, what are we going to be doing? Look at it. Just take your connect like this. Are you seeing it? Now at the back here also, connect straight. Okay, then make sure you replicate this side. Please, this is for the one that will have what? Zip. Please, I want you to know this. This is how you do it. For the ones that will have zip. So this is the dart point. This is the dart point. Okay. So when you are done replicating it, next thing you need to do is to remove the zip. Are you seeing it? Then connect back those lines that the front was covering. Connect them back. So as you can see, you have gotten the full back. Now look at it. You have gotten the full back. You have to cut it out. Just want you to know that. Now I want to teach you something. At this very back, not everybody wants to leave it so straight like this. some persons wants to go down a little bit from the center back. Are you seeing it? They want to go down a little bit like this. That is what some persons want. Do you understand? So if that is what you actually want, just do it. From here to here is like ½ inch. Do you understand? If you still want to use 1 inch, it's also okay. So label it. This side is for the what? The upper side, and this is the down side. So next thing you need to do now. Now let me show you something again. Like I said, this is for those that want to actually put zip on this. Do you understand? Okay. So now look at it. From here, mark out ½ inch. From here, mark out ½ inch. That is total of 1 inch. Are you seeing it? Then join it like this. As you are joining it, please you don't join exactly on this one. Just join it like ¼ inch from here, ¼ inch from here. Now look at it, guys. Are you seeing it? This is the back. So if you like, you can cut it out and sew, or you can actually sew it like a dart like this. Are you seeing it? Okay, so use the same method to cut both your material and the lining. Do you understand? When you are done cutting it out, you do what? Next thing you need to do is to place interfacing on top of all of them from A to Z, both your material and both your lining. Please, this is what I just taught you on this back is for zip. Are you seeing? This is the zipper allowance. This is everything. Okay, that's just it. So next thing I want to let you know about this particular bag is that it is not everybody that wants to put zip. Some persons want to put a loop, and some persons want to just put normal bracelets. Do you understand? They just want to tie lacing on it. Do you understand? So in order for you to do that, it is very, very simple. All you have to do, now look, let me show you the simple method if you just want to use loop or whichever one you want to use. So release back this thing. Are you seeing? When you release it, now let me show you something. Fold this particular one like this, and then use it and cut your back. So in other words, look at it. Look at it. It means that this one we are talking about is from here to here. So if I'm putting a lace, all I have to do is to cut it out from here. Are you seeing it? So now I've actually gotten both the front and the back. Are you guys seeing it? Like I said, what next thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be taking it, place it on the material and cut out. Please, while placing it on the material, there's something I want you to know. I want you to know that place it on the material, fold the material, place it on the material. Then make sure you add ½ inch on all sides. Do you understand? Add ½ inch on all sides before you cut it out. Please do the same thing both on material and on lining. Also, make sure you place interfacing on it. Gum interfacing. Do you understand? Feasible interfacing on it. Please make sure you take it and gum on it. Then I'm going to be showing us how to do the stitching, how to do the sewing. Remember, we're also going to be putting boning on it. So thanks and may God bless you. See you in the sewing class.